Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's reading, we're doing How Are You the Villain in Their Story? So basically this topic, I got it from K Reads. Please check out K Reads, okay? You will not regret it. And please watch her video on this topic. Like, as soon as I saw the title, I was just like in love. And I was like, you know what? This is my type of reading. I gotta do it, right? And basically, it's whoever's on your mind, whoever you fell out with, whoever's on your mind, that you think you don't talk to, whatever, or like things were shaky. Figure out how are you the villain in their story, especially if you fell out with somebody. Like, this is an amazing reading for that, or if not, people from the past, whoever you're thinking about. Okay. I also want to give a shout out, like a really, really big shout out to all 17,000 of you guys. I'm just so happy. I really, really, really appreciate all the love and the support. And I wouldn't be me without you guys. You guys are the centerpiece, okay? You guys make this channel, all right? This is your channel, all right? More than mine. And I just want to say thank you so much. And again, if you would like to get a free 2-question reading, please comment on this video below and I'll just pick randomly. So comment anything you like and I will pick you for a free 2-question reading. So we have here pile number 1 with the orange candle. Pile number 2 with the white candle. And then we have here pile number 3 with the black candle. Hopefully you guys can see. Again, sorry for the lighting. But yeah. Pause the video if needed. Let's go. So for the viewers that clicked pile number 1 with the orange candle, let's find out how are you the villain in their story. And I literally got lover or platonic. Like there's lover or like a friend, lover or a friend, lover, and especially the lover is coming in here. We've all had an ex that loved to act like a victim. We always had an ex-best friend that liked to act like the victim. So we're going to see here, how are you the villain in this person's story? Okay. This is a really exciting reading. Let's see here. How is my pal number 1 the villain in... How is pile number 1 the villain in this person's story? Ooh, a card just flew out. Temperance. King of Swords. The Hermit in reverse. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Judgment. Strength. And 6 of Cups. Okay, so... if this was like love, you're coming up as the person for like the person that's the reason why this person is a player or this person is a cheater or a liar or just straight up immature or like still single. So if this person is still single, they're blaming you, okay? The reason why you're the villain in this person's story is because I genuinely feel like you destroyed their ego in a way. This person has a reputation of going around and doing what they want to other people, playing games, lying, texting back in 5 business days. This person has like a reputation of being someone floppy, playboy, playgirl energy. And from the other side, I'm getting someone very mean and hostile. Okay? So the way you're the villain is that if it's in a love situation, it's almost like, you know, oh, this is so stupid. Okay. You're going to understand why it's so stupid. You're going to see why. This person is going around with the narrative that you did not know how much they loved you. You did not know how much they cared about you. You just didn't know. But you walked away so soon. You left them so soon. You took them for granted. Okay, you didn't have patience. You weren't a ride or die. And what's funny about this is that this person could have literally gave you no reason to think that they really liked you at all. This person could have been someone that was highly dismissive, highly disruptive, and like very cold or arrogant. And maybe even somebody that will disappear for days at a time or hours. Okay? Um it's just like that vibe. Like, this is like, I'm not gonna lie. This person right here, they're Mr. Narcissist. They take the crown for the narcissism. They take the crown, pile number one. I just, honestly, and I'm gonna put the cards right here a little bit closer, but so if this was a friend, okay, sorry for the guys that are like, F the lover. I want to know about the friend. Um, the way you're the villain in their story is that you made them the villain, so you're the villain. Okay, this something about this was nasty. Maybe the words, maybe something was exposed here. Somebody spoke about someone's personal life here in a very nasty manner. Very nasty comments again. I just get very nasty, very rude, hostile. Um, this person could have been very rude with their words. This person could have been rude with their attitude. Um, the way you're the villain is that you were too sensitive. You took things to the heart. That's who they are, and they never mean no harm. It doesn't matter if they spread your business and make you feel insecure. They did not do you any harm. You need to stop being so sensitive. Um, and you're the villain because that's just who they are as a person. Like, how could you not understand them? How could you not understand that they have to be very disrespectful to show love? Like, how could you not understand their love language, pile number one? How could you not? Okay? And how could you not understand that? They have better things to do than to sit here and listen to your problems or be a shoulder to cry on. Yeah. So now we're going to put it together. Okay, this is where there's no more separation lines here between friend and lover. We're going to put it together. So overall, you're the villain in this person's story because they wanted you to be attached to them. They wanted to have control over you. Okay? Those people that they send mixed messages. Well, oh, you should have known that I wanted to go here, but you didn't tell me. But you should have known. It's like that type of vibe. Like, you should have known that I'm this. Like, you should have known that. I think it was a lot of like blaming, a lot of manipulation, of course. Maybe even underhanded comments and stuff like that. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, Polymer One. I don't even know why you're asking about this individual or these people. They're definitely not worth even hearing about because this energy is very disgusting for me. Just because I feel like the way you came about the situation, it was in no way to make them feel the way that they were making you feel. And you could have felt confused. You could have felt like you were the problem or like there was something wrong with you. And that's what hurts me the most because it's like walking into a situation hoping for love and acceptance and literally um getting your confidence boosted the fuck down. It's kind of heart-wrenching. But you're the villain in this person's story because you didn't abide by them. You didn't you didn't continue to be as weak as they thought you were because that was the problem, pal number one. They felt that you were weak. doesn't mean that you gave them anything to think that you were weak. They could have taken your niceness for weakness. But let me tell you something about people that think others are weak. It's literally a coping mechanism because they're weak themselves. Literally. Something could have happened with like a child here. I see like a child, and if not, you could have grown up with this person, or you could have had children with this person. You could have grown up with this person, but I think that you will forever be the villain in their story as long as you don't communicate and keep a personal contact with them. So yeah, that they're those type of people that if you don't talk to them, they're going to try to make your life a living hell. Yeah, that's messed up. Listen, I'm the type of person, like, even if you stop talking to me, I will never think that there's a need to make your life miserable. Like, that to me is the biggest, that to me is so insecure. If someone stopped talking to you, like, let's say, like, a friend, like, tells you, like, like, I don't want to be your friend anymore, like, I don't want to talk to you, whatever, and then you just, like, start to, like, make their life, like, miserable, like, throwing subliminal, just doing the most, like, out to get them. I just feel like that's super insecure. That's like yelling, like, F you for not picking me. It's like, who cares if they didn't pick you? Why would you give someone that doesn't want to be with you any time of the day? Like, why would you even, like, care? Anybody that doesn't care about me, I'm not going to care about them. And I'm especially not going to, like, come after their life. I had one friend like that. One friend. I don't even want to talk about it, but I had one friend like that they were just so rude, and I just was tired of them, like, just, treating me like their kid. And I was just like, you know what, if you don't want to be my friend anymore, you don't have to be my friend anymore. I'm not gonna beg you. Oh, girl, after that, we worked together. I think I told this story before. We worked together. That girl tried to make my life a living hell. Hell. Like, really bad, really bad. And I didn't let her have it. I just, no, no, no. I let her have it. I just let her try to come for me. I don't care. It's the damn job. Like, please. But then I left the job. And it was all okay. But just letting you know, there's some people that are like that. Oh, and don't talk about the ex-lovers. The ex... when you don't want to be with them anymore, they will really, like, they will try to hit up your friends. They will try to contact your family. I see. I didn't experience that with a lover. I have not experienced that with a lover. Thank God. Let me knock on wood. Mary. But why do I feel like this is that type of person? Like, they're revengeful. Like, they're spiteful. Like, this could be your baby father. And maybe baby father, baby mother. But maybe because you started, like, talking to other people, or you had a whole family with somebody else, you're the villain, F you, I'm gonna be out to get you. And I feel like there's this, like, revengeful energy because of the Knight of Wands in reverse next to the Judgment. It's like, it just screams, like, action-oriented hate. Okay, like, that's crazy. Let's see here. Any cards of how my pile number one is the villain in this story. How my pal number one is the villain in this story. Yeah. 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles. Because they're not a choice or an option in your happiness. You are the villain in their life. You didn't want to go through their hell. Baby, I'm going to put you through hell. And I feel like, yeah, just the fact that you're living your life and that they're no longer... they don't have access to it. They're the villain. I mean, you're the villain. I mean, they're the villain, to be honest. But, in their world, you're the villain because you don't understand them. You're judgmental. And you don't forgive. You don't realize that people have bad days or bad years or bad eternities. Anyways, yeah, your lack of understanding, your lack of compassion. You are a cold, hurtful individual, pile number one. But honestly speaking, this is the type of person that if you're not miserable with them, you can't be happy. Like, if they're mad, you have to be mad. If they're, you know what I mean? Like, you have to go with what they go. And God, do I dislike people like that. Like, I don't like it. I really don't. When someone's in a bad mood and they just want everybody to be in a bad mood with them, I really can't stand it. Like, I'll be the type of person to help you get in a better mood, but for you to bring everybody down with you is insane. Let's see here. What are these people thoughts and feelings on my pile number 1? These people's thoughts and feelings on my pile number 1. We're gonna pick 5, and then the end of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have here. You're so pretty. I am obsessed. Okay, so this person could have had an obsessive ass energy. I mean, everything that I was talking about kind of seemed obsessive. Okay. Like, I just want to let you guys know the type of person that I am, that we can fall out. We can have a bad ending. Whatever fallout that we'll have. And I'm not perfect. I've not always been like this. But I will never talk about your business. And I will never, like, be the type to go, like, come after you. I don't care, like, how bad things ended. Like, I'm not that type of person. But it depends on the situation. Anyways, you hurt my feelings bad. So again, you hurt this person's ego, to be honest. Like, you destroyed their ego walking away from them. They're used to people chasing them. They're used to people, like, coming after them, writing them paragraphs. Like, hey, honey, come back. Friend, come back. I want what you have. And it's true, you know, this could have definitely derived because of some sort of jealousy. Maybe you had, like, a really nice car, really nice home. Maybe you were, like, extremely beautiful, intelligent. There's something about you and specific. And let me tell you something. Everything about you doesn't have to be physical or materialistic. Sometimes it's just literally your personality, your aura. But there's something that you have that they had wanted, or they try to copy or mimic, but they couldn't get it through. I love your soul. So again, these people, they like you. They like who you were. They like who you are. They aspired to be that. But they kind of wanted a chasing beggar type of energy. It's like those people that they feel very insecure. They can't believe you're their friend or you're their lover. They're super insecure. And so what they try to do is that they try to get you in this game of chasing them because they themselves don't feel enough to even be around you. So they have to play like this mind game of, you know, chase me, or, you know, making you feel like you're a loser in the dust. Whole time they're the loser in disguise. They can't stand you. They can't stand that you're an ounce better than them, or that, you know, they're not like you. Please come back. Exactly. This person, I already see it. This person, it's like this love and hate, but they let their hate, like, over it. Like, they just let their hate take over. I was hating, so I started to be fake. Okay, so yeah. This person could have definitely been someone that just felt like you were always gonna, like, beg for them. And I feel like when you didn't beg for them and you didn't accept their disrespect anymore, you stopped thinking that their disrespect was, you know, who they were as a person, or maybe even their fake shit, okay? You moved along, honestly. I also have the feeling here like this person wanted to have like a sit down conversation, but it never happened. Maybe because you were tired already, like you were over it, like you were done. You were done for what, like everything that they did, like you were over it, like you were just out the door. By the time that they wanted to sit down and talk about it, you were already gone. Okay? Like somebody here wanted to have a sit down, but it didn't happen. And I think they didn't even initiated it either. They expected you to reach out to them about their fakery or their foolery or their lying or their scheming. This is the type of person that kick you while you're already down. This is the person that reminds me of this reminds me of, you don't know what you got until you lose it. I could keep going with the metaphors for this one. This is, yeah, this is that. You don't know what you have till you lose it. You don't know you have a great friend until they no longer want to be your friend anymore, because you want to be fake and spiteful, or maybe even hurtful. Okay, because I'm getting a lot of energies here. This friend could have been fake. They could have been hurtful, but something with the self-esteem. They could have really made you feel like left out, to be honest. Like a loser, or left out, or even left out of their lives if this was a past partner. Like, they made you feel like, like their friends and their family were more important and relevant than you. Okay, I had an ex like that. Freaking asshole. Anyways. But, I think this person has a lot of regrets. And I'm gonna be honest, child. When it comes to regret, I think regret and guilt are the worst two feelings. It's really bad. Like, it's really bad when you feel like you could have done something, or you could have fixed something, or something would have been better if it wasn't for something you did. It really hurts. I feel like, you know why it hurts the most here? Because you were really down for this person. You were really down for them, but they couldn't see you until you left. And I think that now they're seeing the greatness of your soul, the greatness of your being, and how much you put on the table and how much you offered them. So yeah, it's like now they're seeing your greatness, and now you're becoming the villain in their story, because they can't accept the fact that they in fact messed up. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for my viewers that picked pile number 2 with the white candle, let's find out how are you the villain in this person's story. And I already heard you guys fought, argued, verbal attack. This group, you guys actually did something to this group. Don't I know. This is like, how are you the villain? No, in their story. But maybe you were a little villain. Maybe you were. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe you were, maybe not. But I feel like something triggered you to become the villain in this person's story. Something triggered. Maybe, when someone just keeps tapping the button and it just explodes. Maybe that happened. Maybe you kept so much inside that when it was time to stand up for yourself, you probably took it a little far. You probably told them a couple things that they themselves weren't ready to hear. I'm getting a lot of Gemini, Aries energy here. Fire, air, okay, wood, earth. But yes. I see like an exchange of words, maybe even hurtful. But let's see here. How is my pile number 2 the villain in this person's story? Yeah. Justice in reverse. You are the entire villain. You are the villain itself. This is a sneaky one. It's like, I don't know if any of you guys have seen those videos where they talk about narcissistic abuse, and how the narcissist oftentimes will get you mad to the point where you'll react and they'll make you look crazy, right? In this little scenario, they made you look crazy. This is a throw the rock, hide the hand type of shit. Yo, listen, I need to stop cursing. But listen, I don't like this energy at all. Okay? No, you look like the villain. You look like the villain in this situation. You look like it. Okay? This ain't how you were the villain in their story. No, you look like it. And that's what makes me really upset for you, because I definitely 90% no. Okay, 90%, because the other 10% maybe y'all did drag it. But the 90% watching this video, you guys know that you were not no damn victim. I mean, villain. You were not no villain. You were not no villain. Hold up. Hold up. Because you know how we mix these words sometimes. But you were not no damn villain. Okay? This person got exactly what they wanted. To make you look like a villain. And you did. But don't worry. The reading doesn't end yet. Because we'll dive in deeper. Maybe even a little karma card. Okay? Someone told me that I have the best karma readings. That means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, this is a throw the rock, hide the hand. This could have been a damn coworker, a friend, a family member. This is like those people that you can feel like they're doing you dirty and dirty and dirty, but you have no proof. No proof. You can't even come up to them because you'll feel crazy. But you're seeing things. You're seeing things. You're seeing funny movements. You're seeing funny actions. And maybe you're hearing things. Okay? I think either way, you kind of surprised them. You surprised them because something felt like maybe you would have never done that before, or maybe maybe due to the longevity of the connection, or how long you knew the person, or the connection itself. Like you weren't gonna step that boundary. You weren't going to call them out. You weren't going to like do what you did. Okay, whatever you did, stop talking to them, block them, yell at them, whatever you did. Okay, it wasn't expected. And what makes me feel even cringier now, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse next to the Queen of Cups. Their plan wasn't over. This person had a plan. A plan of making you irrelevant. Something about they didn't like your position in something. Maybe you were the smartest and the most intelligent, the most successful, the prettiest, the most handsome, the most talented, the one with the more money, whatever the hell you were, the shot caller, the the group leader. They didn't like it. They wanted like to kick you off your position socially, at work. They wanted to kick you off of something, off of a pedestal, off of the thought of you being great. And they enjoyed it. They enjoyed it a lot. Nine of Wands in the reverse. They enjoyed it. And that's what they wanted. They wanted to see you in isolation. They wanted to basically see you in a position where, haha, I'm better than you. How is my pile number 2 the villain in this person's story? Knight of Swords. Because you went straight at it. You went erratic. When you discovered this person's true intentions, like a light bulb switched in your head, it was game on. How are you the villain in this person's story? Let's see. Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. Okay. It's just this energy where this person was winning by knowing certain things about you, having you in their life in a certain manner. Right? And so kind of when you kind of like exposed them or stood up, you kind of left them speechless and kind of worried that they weren't going to, figure you out. but you ended up looking like the villain. So in a way, they felt like they had won. Okay, somebody here had felt like they had won. They felt like they won because maybe they got the peoples to agree with them. Maybe they got a group of people to agree with them. Maybe they had like a group of people abiding by them. Or they were able to feed others lies. Or like something about others probably took this person's side. Others could have probably understand the other person and not you. I think this person knew exactly what they did. This person knew exactly what they did and how they felt about you. This person knew exactly how they felt about you. And I feel like they kept putting it under the rug, but their actions couldn't lie about it anymore. Their actions couldn't lie about the way that they felt about you. And now you're still the villain in their story because not only did you call them out for no reason, apparently no reason, um you're also doing better than them now. And it's hurting them because they could have sworn that they had won some sort of battle. Like they got the people's choice. They have the options. They have the better of everything. Okay? You could have left the connection and left them thinking that they had won a battle or they had won something or they were the better one or they were the one that everybody preferred. You know what I mean? Like you left them feeling like that. And slowly you started evolving yourself. You started evolving, you started growing, or you started to better yourself. And now they feel the lack of love coming from your side. They feel like maybe they were always irrelevant in your life. But pile number 2, the way I also feel like you're the villain in this person's story is because maybe you have forgiven them. Maybe you have moved on. And maybe you don't even want to talk about it. Maybe you're not even bringing it up. Maybe you're not even moving revengeful towards them like they thought you were going to be. Okay? Or like spiteful, but you didn't. This is what's happening though. So you see how they try, like you look like the villain, right? Now through your actions, people are seeing that you are the good person. So it's like a good person is a good person. Like a good person doesn't have to prove that they're good. Over time, you will see that they're a good person. But someone that's the opposite, okay, they're gonna try to act like they're good. But eventually their actions will prove otherwise. And that's what's happening with that person. It's like a villain trying to prove that someone else is a villain. Okay? You have demonstrated to have a good heart and even a forgiving one. Okay? I don't know why that's coming up. Something about forgiveness. Because you could have forgave this person even if things got that far. I feel like this person, in a sense, they felt like they were better than you. But I feel like that cloud slowly kept coming down. This person was very disloyal, whoever this was. Very disloyal. Very disloyal. And I definitely feel like that's who they're attracting. Disloyal people in their lives. You continue to be the villain in their story because you didn't abide by what they constructed you to be. They constructed you to be like this maybe cruel, cold, jealous person. And you don't look like that right now. You look successful, abundant, happy, healthy, amazing. Like everything that they probably constructed you to be, you're not that. And you're the villain in their story because you kind of exposed their villain ass. All right? This is someone that's not what it seems at all. And you were the one that saw right through them. So you're the villain because you know the truth about them. You're the villain in their story because you are aware of who they are and their disloyal antics. You know that they're not a good person. You know that they're someone cruel and even envious. You know they have a black heart, and that's why you're the villain in their story, because they know that you can see right through them. They know that you know who they are and what they're capable of doing. And maybe even their dirty laundry, their dirty secrets that you have probably kept to yourself. Because that's what a real one does, all right? It doesn't matter what other people do to us. We don't got to be around telling people stuff, right? That's a real thing. That's a real one right there. Let's see. How does person thoughts and feelings on my pile 2? Person's thoughts and feelings on my pile 2. This person's... Ooh. I'm going to pick 5 and then at the end of the deck. So this person's thoughts and feelings on my pile number 3. This person's thoughts and feelings. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I hurt you on purpose. Hello. That's, you know what it is? I think the stupidest thing in my, whatever, is people that feel like you're not gonna figure out that they have ulterior motives or ulterior. Let me tell y'all something. When it comes to the tongue, you won't see it. You won't hear much. But oftentimes, the way someone feels about you will be directly through their actions. Through their actions. I'm telling y'all. Then we got here. I am fake and a backstabber. I told y'all these people weren't loyal. I told y'all. But y'all knew already. Y'all knew. Y'all knew that person was not loyal at all. They were a backstabber. But let me tell y'all. I don't know. I just feel like this person, they need to find a better job. They need to find a better way of hiding their emotions because it's not working. Okay? I don't know if you're intuitive or you're a witch, but you really saw right through them. It's just like that witchy moment for us witches that is like, yes, we knew it. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, you knew it and I knew it. Okay, we both know it. You watching here. Okay, we knew it. We knew they were fake. All right? So, yeah, they're a freaking backstabber. Like, yo, oh my God. I kind of want to slap this person. Oh my God. Jaylene, no aggressiveness. Okay. I'm just mad for you, but also at the same time, I'm like really happy because it's like you knew it. I knew it. It's like those people that everybody loves, but nobody can really see through them until a real one like you or me comes around. Like, something's not right. You know what I mean? Something's not right. Okay, so let's see the rest of the cards because y'all already know that these index cards are so juicy. And they always have like the number one message. We have here, people don't want to see us together. So what is this energy feeling like? I think that maybe this person also was jealous on the way others talked about you or how they felt about you or even how others love you. All right. Really, there could have been other people involved. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. With the whole people don't want to see us together, there could have been other people involved that also did not like you and probably put things in this person's head to go against you. So that could be a message for some, not all. But there could have been a wandering little voice in that person's ear telling them about you. So watch out, pile number 2. But I think you know who that is already. I think you know who that is. We have here, you are better than everybody. So yeah, this person, they have to sit back and realize that you are actually better than anybody they know. Anybody that they know, you're better. And then we have here, I can't fight. Ooh, wait. Didn't I say shit was getting crazy in the beginning? I don't think you guys fought. I think that maybe you did. Maybe you did. But I feel like some of you guys really had a lot of love for this person. And I don't think you will fight anybody that you have a lot of love for. Ooh, your presence makes me insecure. Yeah, I told you guys are doing better. I told you guys were doing better. Because that's why this person wants to continue with the narrative of you being the villain. Why that person can't just move on? Oh, no. Because they thought that they had won. That's why. And they didn't. And so now you will continue to be a damn villain. They don't care. You're still the villain. It's like if you were doing worse, maybe they would have given you a chance. So that maybe they could laugh at you behind your back. But, since you're doing so well for yourself, F you. You're still a villain. And you're still cold. And you are messed up. And jealous. You know what I mean? I can't believe the things that I did to you. I think reality is hitting this person. I think this person is getting a reality check. I definitely think so for this group, pile number 2, that this person is getting a reality check because they're kind of they're kind of figuring things out for themselves. They're kind of like, maybe I did mess up. Maybe this person really didn't mean what they did. And maybe I took it too far. Maybe I was disloyal. Maybe I messed up. But let me tell you something. Anybody here going through like really fake and disloyal people in your life, let me tell y'all something that's going to make you feel really, really well. I don't know why there was a Q-tip in there. But let me tell you something. People that are disloyal and messed up and conniving, all the freaking words in the world for someone ungrateful and downright just spiteful, is that they meet people just like them. So after you leave their life, God immediately puts people just like them in their life. Okay? They don't get away with anything. And I feel like that's what this person is going through right now. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of emotions of feeling left out and not doing well. But, I just feel like I need to take out some karma for this group. Because I feel like you were very honest with this person. You were very honest. You were a team player. So let's see here. 3 karmas for this group. Just 3. Okay? Because this ain't no karma reading. But I had to do it for my pal too. Let's see here. What's their karma for hurting pile number 3? Okay, so you guys are going to kill me, but these are not karma cards. So one of their karmas is that they're going to be scammed. Like, they're going to trust the wrong person with their money, and they're going to, get caught. One thing about here, I lied about you and got caught. So they could have lied about you, and that's their karma. They're going to get caught in the lie about you. So let's see here. Those weren't the real cards. Hold up. Those weren't the real cards. Let's see. What's this person's karma? Karma. Oh, no. Karma through kids. They'll have you on their mind. And then no peace. That's what I'm getting here. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number 3 with the black candle, I just want to say, not only are you the villain in this person's story, you are the destroyer. You have destroyed everything for this person. You are the reason for their reckoning, for their unsuccessful life, their depression, everything. Pile number 3, if you thought that this reading was a joke, I'm here to let you know, not for you. Not for you. So let's get into this reading here. I don't know, man. I just feel a really heavy, heavy, heavy pain in my heart. All I hear is blame, 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 blame. You could be a witch. Let's see here, pile number 3. How is my pile 3 the villain in this person's story? This person could have been a fire sign, a water sign. How is this person the villain in my pile 3 story? How's pile 3 the villain in the story? Okay. Shaking my head, shaking my head, shaking my head. This could have been a lover, ex-lover, but if not, this could have been like a old friend, family member. This person just felt like you owed them some sort of loyalty, like you owed them something. Maybe you owed them money, or like you had to give them your money, or you had to like step out your way for them. It's like those people that want you to fight and run for them, but they can't even cross the street for you. Is that energy? Is that I deserve to be taken care of. I deserve everything. I deserve all of your efforts. Okay? You're the villain in this person's story because you didn't help them with something that they felt you should have helped them with. And you're the villain because of that decision, or just because of a situation in their life that's been really horrible. I hear physical abuse, I hear mental abuse, I hear cheating. Whatever is going on in their life, maybe because you didn't come to the rescue for the 150th time, that you're the villain in their story. Okay, you're the reason why their life is falling apart. You're the reason why, they didn't get the job. You're the reason why their lover doesn't love them. You're the reason why their mother didn't make cheesecake last night. You are the reason for that. And this is a very disgusting energy. I said that about Pal 2, but Pal 3, you take the toke. You take the toke, baby. You take the toke with this one. This is a very entitled individual. For some people, this could be like someone's kid. And if not, this is just maybe a family friend. Somebody that expected you to help them with something. This person could have given you 500 like reasons to not help them, but they still felt like you were supposed to be there for them. So your lack of participation in something, your lack of participation in something, pile number 3, is what caused them to make you the victim. I mean, the villain in their life. And them the victim. You're the villain in this person's story because you decided to live for yourself and stop living under their shadow and their needs and wants. This is a take fucker right here. This is somebody that they don't know limits. They deserve all the help in the world, but they can't even help themselves. They can't even help you. You're the villain in their story because you grew up. You grew up emotionally immature, and you matured. And you realize that not everyone you help is someone that cares about you. Oftentimes, some people pretend like you're relevant in their life just so that they can use you, or just so that they can abuse their power or overuse you and ask you for the most. Something didn't go in this person's favor. Maybe they didn't get the right cards, or Something went left in their life. But this is someone that has constantly proved to you how disloyal and conniving they are. So this is someone already that has a reputation in your life for being conniving and liars, right? And all of a sudden, their world falls apart. Something happens. Whatever it is that happened to them, guys, like, it could be a million scenarios here. Something happened to this person and they felt like you owed them help. You owed them an explanation. You owed them help. You owed them, I guess, retrieval. You owed them a conversation, some advice. You owed them some sort of protection. Even if they were still lying on you. This is a liar. Pile 3, this is a liar. Capital L. I don't know who this is, but they're a liar. See, messages for a rabbit, service to the animal world. You have some sort of duty. You have some sort of calling in that person's life. You had to go help them. You had to go, and if not, you were in on it. You were in on it and you caused it. You did a spell on that. You left them. You left them for granted. You left them for dead. You put a spell on them. Whatever it is, because you did not offer that help, you were the reason. You caused it. It was your fault. You know what I mean? This is horrible. I'm so sorry. I just want to say sorry to you. Sorry. And okay, the way that you didn't help this person, it could have been as little as not picking up a phone call. Okay? It could have been as little as, not giving them your homework. Okay? You didn't offer a sort of help. And they're making you the villain of their story because of that. But something tells me, like, those people in your life that they'll do anything for you. They'll be there, they'll help you, they'll support you. So that the moment something happens to that person, you're going to be there for them. You're going to ride for them. You're going to do whatever it takes to help them, right? But what if that individual is someone that is a liar, constantly out to get you, constantly trying to judge you, pick you apart, isolate you, mean, disregards you, ignores you, and then all of a sudden, I forgot about the other one. Did you dirty, or does you dirty, did you dirty. Never there for you. Rude to you. Not loyal to you. Now, when shit go left for them, should you have those same feelings that you felt for the other person that was there for you? Exactly. No. You know what I mean? No. And then if you expect somebody to be there for you when all you've done and all you've caused was damage, you know what that says about you? That you're entitled. And you think you're better than everybody. Because you get to just treat people disposable all year round for years. Get to treat people like shit and disposable. But then, because they're not there for you, they're the bad guy. No, but all the 55 things you did, that doesn't matter. No. I needed your help and you weren't there. And that's it. I'm going to hell. I'm the worst person in the world. I'm horrible. I'm cold. You know what I mean? That's the entitlement that this person has, and that's what I don't like about them. This person is very entitled. I don't know how the hell this person made it up in their mind to think that you owe them help. You owe them, I guess, to be there. You were their slave. And you guys will be surprised how many people are like that in the real world. A lot of people are like that. All year round, effing you over, calling you out of your name. As soon as they're drowning and you don't want to come save them, you're the bad guy. But they're not, with all the 55,000 things that they did all year. I put the candle in my mouth and it just made me feel like, yeah, this person is a liar. They're a freaking liar. And this person could be someone that has ruined your reputation constantly. You're the villain in their story because now you're living your life. And now you know how powerful you are. You know your worth. You know that what's important for you will be important for you. Or you'll be important to that. Vice versa. What's not important for you shouldn't matter. Okay? I think you're the villain in this person's story because they're not a priority anymore. They're not important. And they have realized that. And realizing that shocked their whole world. This person has main character but not really syndrome. You know what I mean? That syndrome where they think they're the main character, they're the main reality on a show, but in reality they're the worst character, and they're the one that everybody wants them to go. Like, you know that those characters you watch on the shows that you're like, oh my god, I hate that character. That's the one that everyone hates, but they think they're the main character. That's that person right here. And I keep looking at the damn rabbit. Like, yo, this person really felt like you were like a damn mule. Like, you owe them to go after and do all this extra shit. Like, honestly, I'm over it. Let's get in here more details on how is Pal 3 the villain in this Pal story. How is my Pal 3 the villain? How is my Pal 3 the villain in this story? Again with the rabbit. Follow the white rabbit in the reverse. Yeah, they felt like you had to be their follower. You had to be abiding by them. I don't know what made this person think that they were like an ounce more important than you. I really don't know what it is. That's why I feel like this is like a familiar connection. All right? We have here find the lesson in reverse. They're upset. You're the villain in their story because you figured them out. You found the lesson within them. It's like they're upset that this is the thing. This is the thing. People know what they do, right? People know what they do. So it's like if, I'll put the leg on Susan. I'll put my leg up on Susan, right? Then Susan goes through it, right? Okay? And she falls. What Susan does the next time, she makes sure she don't pass by my feet. But what happens? I get upset because I'm like, well, I wasn't going to put the foot up. Like, why did you think that I was going to put the foot up? Because, you put the foot up 3 times already. So this last time. So it's like, you done me dirty so many times that you really felt like I was going to trust you this one last time. Like, you really thought that I was going to fall for this one last time. Like, this is not someone to be, like, this is not someone you trust. This is someone that you can help, and then they'll make you out to be the bad guy the next day. All right? It's something about this person is someone that's likes to switch words. Like, they like to switch what you say or, like, switch what you do. Someone lying. Lying-ass, conniving-ass person. Like, you can help them, and they'll still stab you in the back. You can't go back to yesterday. Yeah? You're the villain in their story because you don't have an ounce of trust for this person anymore. You don't trust absolutely anything. And they might think that, okay, well, they're stuck in the past. But Pal 3, you're not stuck on the past. You're stuck on who they are as a person. Okay? It's like you can't be this certain way and then all of a sudden you need help and you're a changed person. That's not true. You're the same conniving person disguised as someone in need. this person felt like an entitlement, like, you can just constantly forgive them or let go of the situation. Like those type of people that they don't like to talk about what they did. They just want to let time, do its thing. Yeah, you are the villain in this person's story because you won't believe their story. You don't believe them. And you don't believe anything that they do or anything that they want. It's like the trust issues you have with this person is what makes them think that you're the villain, or makes them create this thing that you're the villain, because you won't help them, because you won't be there for them. They want to make you out to be the villain for not helping them. But not recognizing that they're the villain entirely in your life. They're the entire freaking villain. They're the Cruella, the evil stepmom. This is that. They're the villain. Entitled. Like they're the last Coke in the desert. And it's like, you know that they're not going to change. You know that they haven't changed. You know that this person is just one way, and that just will never ever ever leave. It's impossible. Let's see here. How does this person also lead the way at the end of the deck? Lead the way. So you're the villain in this person's story because you're leading your own way. You're not letting this person boss you around and tell you what to do. That person, they like to do that. They like to tell people what to do, who to be, what to see, what to do, what to say. You're no longer abiding by their rules. Let's see here. How this person's thoughts and feelings on my pile number 3. This person's thoughts and feelings on my pile number 3. Ooh, one fell. I don't know if I should pick that one, but let's just go. So I'm going to pick 5 and then the end of the decks. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am doing so bad right now. Yep. And this person wants an escape. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't graduate high school because my aunt was mean to me in 3rd grade. You know what I mean? Like, any excuse to paint themselves as a victim. And you're the excuse. You're the villain for that. You're the villain for why their life is turning the way it did. So just know that. I see you look better than me now. So yeah, this person is watching the glow up. And that could be another reason why you're the villain in their story. Because you're doing better than them. And you're not in their life. You don't need them. Okay? You don't need their help. You don't need anything that they have to offer. You're leading your own way. We have here, I regret fighting you. So this person can regret, starting issues with you in the past, or even having this disagreement with you, just because they know that's not how they're going to get what they want out of you. I hate that I want you to take me back or to like me. So yeah, this person is mad egotistical. Their pride is to the sky. They feel like, they want you to want them, or to need them, or to want to be around them again. I told everybody to go against you. What I said, this person is a liar. This person is a liar. And usually the people that go for what they say usually end up regretting it instantly, because they recognize how it was all lies. We have here, you're the best mother ever. This person could be having issues with motherhood right now. That's for some, not all. We have here, I have a side chick. So this person could have cheated. If this was romantic, this person could have cheated. They could have had someone there. This person could have done you so wrong, so wrong. And then the moment that they needed your help, just because you weren't there for them, it's over. Maybe because you didn't want to get used. All right? It always happens for those people that they do you so wrong, so dirty, and then God will always put them in a position to need your help. Always. And that's when they have to sit with the fact that they don't even deserve it. Or you're letting that person know that they don't deserve your help anymore. They don't deserve you. So that's all that I'm getting here. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys.